Good morning, everyone. In this video forum, we will present a comparative analysis entitled Blended Learning vs Traditional Learning. This is a comparative analysis of effectiveness in higher education. My name is Vinciliana, and I will present my part. The rapid advancement of educational technology has significantly transformed pedagogical approach in higher education. While traditional face-to-face instruction has long been the dominant instructional model, the emergence of blended learning has introduced new possibilities for teaching and learning. Traditional learning refers to a structured, in-person instructional approach where educators and students interact physically within a classroom environment. In contrast, blended learning integrates face-to-face instructions with online educational technologies, creating a hybrid learning model. Okay, our discussion will critically examine both approaches by analyzing first one is pedagogical effectiveness, two, student engagement and interaction, third, flexibility and accessibility, fourth, institutional and technological challenge, and the last one is future implications for higher education. Through this comparative study, we aim to evaluate which approach or combination of approach best supports students' learning outcomes in contemporary higher education. That's all of my parts, and I will pass to the next presenter.
Thank you, Vinciliana. I am Elda Emilia. Now I will present my part. I will talk about traditional learning, strengths and limitations. Traditional learning remains a foundational model in higher education. It emphasizes direct interaction between educators and students within a structured classroom setting. One of its primary strengths lies in immediate feedback and real-time communication. Students are able to ask questions, seek clarifications, and participate in academic discussion spontaneously. Nonverbal communication cues such as gestures and facial expressions further enhance comprehension and engagement. Additionally, traditional learning promotes structured discipline. Fixed schedules, physical attendance, and supervised environments contribute to improved time management and accountability among students. However, this model is not without limitations. Traditional learning often lacks flexibility. Students must adhere to predetermined schedules and physical locations, which may pose challenges for working students or those with geographical constraints. Moreover, instructional delivery may rely heavily on lectures, potentially limiting active learning opportunities if not carefully designed. The accessibility of learning materials is also restricted to classroom sessions unless supplemented by additional resources. While traditional learning fosters interpersonal interaction and academic structure, its rigidity has prompted educators to explore more flexible and technology-enhanced alternatives. That's it for my parts, and I will pass it to the next member.
Thank you, Elda. I am Flora Zenta, and as for my part, I will presenting learning opportunity and challenges. Blended learning represents a pedagogical innovation that combines face-to-face instruction with digital platform and online resources. This approach seeks to leverage the strength of both traditional and technological learning environments. Higher education institutions commonly utilize learning management systems such as Moodle, Canvas, and Google Classroom to facilitate course deliver assessments and communication. One significant advantage of blended learning is flexible. Students can access recorded lecture, digital materials, and online discussion at their convenience. This model supports self-directed learning and accommodates learning diverse paces and styles. Blended learning also enhances engagement through multimedia integration, interaction assessment, and collaborative online activities. Research indicates that when properly designed, blended courses can improve academic performance and student satisfaction. Nevertheless, blended learning introduces several challenges. It requires reliability internet connectivity, adequate technological infrastructure, and digital literacy competencies. Inequitable access to device and stable connection may exacerbate educational disparities. Furthermore, student motivation becomes increasingly critical in online components. Without self-regulation and time management skills, learner may struggle to remain engaged. Thus, while blended learning offers significant pedagogical advantages, its effectiveness depends heavily on thoughtful instruction designs and instructional support. That's all for my part. I will pass to the next person.
Thank you, Flora Zenta. So for my part is comparative analysis, implication, and conclusion. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Francesca Angel. Okay. In comparing traditional and blended learning, it is evident that both approaches possess distinct strengths and limitations. Traditional learning excel in fostering direct interpersonal interaction, structured supervision, and immediate feedback. In particularly effective in contexts requiring hands-on practice and laboratory experiment or dynamic discussion. Conversely, blended learning offers enhanced flexibility, accessibility, and opportunity for personalized learning. It allows students to revisit materials and engage with diverse technology resources and participate in synchronous discussions. The global during the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the necessity of integrating digital technologies into higher education. Institutions worldwide recognize that reliance solely in traditional methods may limit educational and continually during crisis. However, effective implementation of blended learning requires four, which is number one, institutional investment in technology infrastructure. Number two is professional development for educators. Third is clear academic integrity policies. And the last one is strategy to bridge the digital divide. In conclusion, blended learning should not be viewed as a replacement for traditional learning. Rather, it represents a evaluation of pedagogical practice that integrates the strengths of face-to-face interactions with technological innovation. The future of higher education will likely adopt a balanced and strategic combination of both approaches, ensuring flexibility, exclusivity, and academic excel. Thank you for all of you guys' attention. That's